Hey guys, once again, I'm back with Jordan Rost, the VP of Consumer Insights for Nielsen, who spoke at our summer snack and dry grocery session on what's next in e-commerce. So thank you for joining us again.
Glad to be back.
All right, so he tailored this presentation for the grocery category, and there are a lot of interesting insights that I wanted him to share with the audience. One of them was the grocery categories that you were talking about that were growing online. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's talking about grocery really at the center of what the future of retail is going to look like. I feel like everyone's trying to think about what does online grocery look like. The places where it's moving the fastest, coffee, snacking, beverages. We're really seeing a lot of the categories that people want to maybe try some new products, but also automate aspects of their shopping. So routine categories, things that you want to stock up on, use e-commerce to just have that be something you don't have to think about. It's automated for you automatically.
Well, that's actually a segue into my next question, which on the opportunity for subscriptions. Right. A lot of these categories you mentioned, they're just automatic, like coffee. You just you basically stick with the same thing. Well, at least I do anyway. And I just order it. I'll end up going to the store for it. But how do subscriptions provide an opportunity for food retailers?
Subscription's interesting because I think in some ways, you can automate stocking up. You've got the same coffee coming to you every week, every month, whatever the case may be. But you also see these services that curated interesting selection of new brands, new companies you wouldn't have otherwise seen. So in a lot of cases, subscription can really build trial and get you to exposure to customers you never would have seen before. So it's a new way to expand your net a little bit.
So now I think there are two types of subscription, almost like on Amazon, where you order, just say, okay, I want this again and again and again, but then you also have those subscription box services, which might provide opportunities as well.
Absolutely. And I think there's no one path to figuring out what does subscription mean. The big change is thinking about how do you not win a transaction or win that shopper at the shelf? How do you build a relationship with that shopper? And how do you continue that over a longer period of time?
And click and collect, I mean, we've seen a lot of news about different retailers getting involved in click and collect. Does that provide a good opportunity for retailers to kind of expand their game online?
I mean, click and collect is good for retailers because the economics of it work out better. They don't have to pay for the home delivery and all the fulfillment. It's good for customers too because it brings new customers over the hurdle to online grocery. People who don't trust buying everything online can still interact with the store. So especially for food, especially even for perimeter categories, fresh food, frozen food, people still want to interact with the product in a lot of cases. The store is the best place to do that. So you get the convenience of the online shop with the experience in the store, best of both worlds.
And where are you seeing fresh in this? I know you mentioned during your conversation that fresh sometimes, the people are worried about spoilage, things like that. Where do you see that playing, evolving to?
I mean, you see things like meal kits that are very much built on fresh. So there's an opportunity there, but for what we've seen, consumers really want to still touch their produce and interact with the deli counter and decide at the moment what they get. So the store is still really important. So click and collect is really instrumental for bringing a lot of those food categories over.
So they can have that combination of the online ordering, but they still get to see that fresh thing in their hands before they take it home.
You can still get all the convenience of shopping on your phone, but you still have the experience of touching the product.
Great. And the last thing, voice. You mentioned voice. I think that there's a great opportunity there for retailers. Voice technology like Alexa and Google. Where do you see that headed based on your research?
I mean, it's a small percentage of the population today who've bought these things, but it's growing incredibly rapidly. It's growing with younger consumers. So millennials over-index on buying and actually using these devices to shop. So I mean, everyone's using it to listen to music and look up recipes, but more and more people are actually using this in the path to purchase. And I think the opportunity for brands and retailers is how do you create content that feeds these machines and actually give them reviews and ratings, the currency by which these things make their recommendations. How do you put that in their hands so that they can help manage consumers' choice and ultimately give you top billing at the recommendation that they get?
So it's a matter of tailoring the experience to those devices and the way people interact with them.
The devices are personalization, literally put into a box. And so if you're giving the system the information it needs and the content it needs, you're going to be putting yourself in the best position to win.
Great. Okay, well, thank you for joining us. We're going to have a follow-up article on Jordan's presentation, as well as some of the presentation slides for anybody who missed it. And thank you all for joining us, and thanks again.
Thanks, Joe.
Okay.